Okay, I am about to do the extremely much requested makeup tutorial. So yeah, I'm gonna link my blog post here with all my products. So for starters, I don't use any primer. I get that question a lot. I just don't use it. I haven't found one that I really like. I usually use one of these for my foundation, except this one's just empty. So this one's empty, so I'm just using this one. So I usually just put it on my damp beauty blender, and I put enough on there for my whole face, and I just kind of dab it around. Okay, I finished rubbing all of my regular foundation in with my beauty blender, and then I did my triangles right here of this. It's the Dream Lumi Maybelline. It's like their highlighter, and I do it right here. So I go through again with the pointed side of my beauty blender, and I just kind of dab that. I never rub it around. Don't worry if it's not like completely blended, because you good, girl. Now that is all blended, I get my Airspun powder, my baking powder. I have that linked on my blog as well, and I get my beauty blender and I tilt it to the side a little bit like this rather than using one end or the other, and I just fill it with powder like that. Do y'all hear Emmy? There must be somebody at the door. And I just kind of go over where I did like my highlighter stuff, and I bake it on there pretty well. Okay, so as you can see, my face is like crazy white underneath my eyes, the bridge of my nose, and my T-zone. And then I get my NYX Stay Matte Not Flat powder, and I just kind of do like so my face is like extremely oily, so I just do up there by my roots of my hair, and then I come down by the sides of my cheeks like that, and I just kind of rub it down, and then my chin, and just pat it so that way you have a little extra. Okay, next gets a little tricky. I don't know if y'all remembered last time during my live, I left my makeup brushes in the Jeep, like the majority of them, because I was doing a shoot, and then they just freaking disappeared, and I still haven't replenished that stock. So this is the only brush that I have that I love, and I need to go back and get the rest of mine. I need to go just buy them again. So this one I recommend. All the other ones that I'm using I don't. So one thing that has changed from my last live, I think it's changed. I use this and this. They're two different bronzers. I use the NYX and the Urban Decay one. I use the Urban Decay one first. I open it up and just kind of dab it with this fan brush. Okay, so I just get the little fan brush. I dab it in there, and I do like under my cheekbones. I do the my hairline up here, and then my neckline. Oh, sorry. Now starts the brush process of the brushes that I don't like because I lost my others. So I dab this in the bronzer, and I just do down the side of my nose. And it'll look pretty intense at first. All my makeup oiled out. Okay, as you can see, that all looks really dark, and then under here looks really light. So this is a brush that I use, and then my translucent finishing powder, and I just dab it in there and then do. Okay, so now it's all pretty much evened out. I know that you can't really tell from this light, but this like evens everything out and resurfaces it. Kind of, if that's the word that I'm looking for. I don't know. Just makes everything like flush and go together. Now it's time for blush. I already did a little bit of it just because I forgot. I just dab it on the Score and the Kiss Off. It's the Urban Decay one. I do a lot. I usually cake my blush on. Now I go through and just make sure that like there's blush everywhere on my cheekbones, and then if there's like any more bronzer needed, I'll do it like right here or up here if this like blended it too well, and then I make sure that everything blends from my face to my neck. Okay, now I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and this is always a tricky part for me because I'm like blind as a bat, so I can't do it in my phone. I have to like get up close and personal with the mirror, but I use the NYX just like eyebrow pencil. Okay, so I just start up here at like the bridge. And I go down Okay, so you can see that I kind of already connected this part in, but I do the bridge down to the tail, and then I start from here and I connect the front part of my brow into the center. So now I have both my brows done, and then I go through and I don't have any eyeliner on or anything. I do one coat on the top of this Lash Paradise, and then I do my bottom, and then I wait for that to dry before doing my... So while I wait for my lashes to dry before I put on my magnetic lashes, I do my lip color. I was doing the NYX baby doll with my lip pencil peekaboo, and I still do that. Sometimes I'm going back and forth with this one. Right now I'm trying out the CoverGirl Melting Pout Matte. It's the Coral Chronicles, and I'm doing this instead of lip liner. Okay, so that is the color of the CoverGirl one. It's pretty dark, but it's a really, really, really smooth matte, and it allows for the NYX, whenever it does kind of come off, it allows for a base color under there. So that's what it looks like with the NYX over the top, and I'll show y'all at the end of this in better lighting. But I really, really like that because the NYX does come off kind of easily, so it gives like a good base color underneath for when it does rub off. So now I'm going to do the... I get more questions about my lashes than I don't even know. Probably like 30 DMs a day about my lashes. So there's a ton of info. There's a ton of info saved to my beauty highlights as far as putting them on and like how long they last or how to get them, all of that. But I do want to clarify, I was using the Demi Wispies. They are a little bit more dramatic, and I still do them sometimes for photo shoots just so that you can see them a little bit better. But now for an everyday color, I use the 110 double. Okay, so everybody get ready. I pull them apart and I hold the bottom one in this hand so that I don't have to look down and pick it up, and then I hold the top one in this hand. I'm gonna see if I can do it in my... Okay, so I tilt my head back so that it doesn't fall back, and I have the top one in my hand right here, and I just place them on my lash line, and then I get the bottom one and I start from the back corner of my eye. So I have this set on right here. As you can see, I mean, they have a noticeable difference in this eye. And don't worry about them getting completely flush with your lid. Like, that will never happen. I mean, they get pretty dang close. But okay, now I'm going to do this lid. So I just... place on top of my lid. And then I start from the back corner and meet the magnets. So my bathroom lighting is like awful, but this is the finished product. So, I mean, like I said, sorry, Emmy's going crazy. I don't know what's on my face. They won't ever be completely flush with your lid, but they get pretty dang close. And I mean, in my opinion, if someone is that close to your freaking eyelid to where they can tell, then back up, because you can't tell. I always get people ask. I would say at the start of every one of those DMs, people say, do you like them? Yes. I wear them every single day. So yeah, I do. I love them. They will forever be part of my makeup routine. So this set right here, I take them off. Like right now I have them on, and I'll take them off at like 11 o'clock tonight. I don't wear them in water. Don't wear them in the shower, so I wear them the whole dang day. They don't fly. I have never once had them come off my eye in the middle of the day, no matter how windy it has been. They have never pulled out any of my eyelashes. They are comfortable. I can't tell that they're there. This set has lasted for 4 weeks. Like I was saying, this set has lasted me for 4 weeks, and I wear them every single day, sun up to sundown, and I love them. So, and they're like $13. So $13 for 4 weeks is 100% worth it. You just have to give them time. And that's probably what the most people get frustrated with, because I mean, if you were around from the start, it took me like a week and a half to get them figured out with like an hour sitting in front of the mirror each day. So it takes a while, but so if you're patient with it and just figure it out, I mean, you saw me a second ago. It took me less than like 20 seconds to get both sets on, and I mean, it's super easy. It's like boom, boom, and then I'm done. So if you're patient with it and just figure it out, I mean, you saw me a second ago. It took me less than like 20 seconds to get both sets on, and I mean, it's super easy. It's like boom, boom, and then I'm done. So